From sports to current events to the culture, we talk, agree, disagree, and agree again. Maybe. Confused? Find your outlet, the podcast.
Good people. Season 2, ATL Outlet. Little ATL therapy for your soul. AT&PB back. You know how we do.
Sit there with the blanket on like that.
Yeah. I'm sitting here in my Falcons blanket, man, because I feel real good right now. We run 3 of our last 4. Shout out to Raheem Morris for getting the boys together. Got a big game this week against some Saints. It's Saint week. So I got to have my blanket on, you know what I mean? So, but we back, man, season 2. We're going to start it out the right way, man. Tell me what's good, PB.
Man, what's good is next week is Thanksgiving. Better get some golf in, get you back out there so I can take care of business since I was distracted the last round we played. But that's what's good. Look forward to that. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Hey, that boy Joe Biden got it done. And Georgia turned blue for the first time since, what was it, 92, 93?
92.
92, right? 92. So that's what's up. Georgia went back blue. So that's good. The election is over. That's good. My text messages and phone calls from voter outreach has diminished quite substantially.
Well, not all the way, though. We got this
not all the way because he runoffs, but it's better because I was getting a text every 5 minutes, man. So that's what's good. And, you know, bro, just again here, bro. I mean, the holidays coming up, and I'm glad to make it through these, man. So COVID still got everybody kind of shut down, so I'm just taking the blessings as they come, man. Another day above is another good day. So that's what's good with me. What's good with you, AT?
Yeah, man, I jump on that same bandwagon with Thanksgiving, man. I'm thankful for the people that listen to us. You know, I don't know how many of them are out there, but we appreciate it, man. I appreciate the fam. I just appreciate everything going on in my life and all the blessings, man. I go on and on, man. But thankful in that regard. Thankful to be able to whoop your behind in golf last time we played. Thankful for being able to watch, man, some college football. Like sports have been rolling along right here. NBA draft is upon us. So just excited about life, man. Here we go. So that's what's good with me.
Tell you what ain't good though. I'm gonna kick things off, man. Like I think everybody was ready to turn up on that versus with T.I. versus Jeezy. Then at the last minute, man, they gonna slide Gucci in, man. I mean, no disrespect to Gucci, but folks was ready for that T.I. Jeezy battle, man. What you think, bro? You think it's gonna be as good, or what's your assessment?
I can go either way, man. I would love to see T.I. in that battle. But at the same time, man, it's been so much history between Gucci and Jeezy, man. Like I'm excited, man. Like I feel like
for real. Like you don't think it's lopsided. You really think Gucci gonna be able to stand up against Jeezy?
I do think Gucci's gonna be able to stand up, and I think it's gonna be an interesting battle.
Wow.
Maybe we need to say like the winner played T.I. in the championship round. I don't know, man, but
I think Jeezy gonna just mollywop Gucci, man.
Man, I think you severely underestimate Jeezy.
Apparently.
Especially here in the South, man.
You know, I mean, I'm in the South. I done heard the music. Like, that boy Jeezy, I just feel like on a whole nother level, man. No
He is
disrespect.
on that one album. He definitely on a whole nother level. But as far as the whole body, I think Gucci got a shot, man.
Hey, we
It's
shall.
hard for you. It's hard for you to name one hit that ain't on that first Jeezy album because that record was so good. I mean, it was top 5 all time rap albums.
I mean, he could just battle. He could do verses with just that album,
He
dog.
probably could. He really probably could off that one album.
Right.
I think Gucci got a shot, man. And T.I. just waiting in the wings, man. Whoever wants some. I really want to see somebody like T.I. and Rick Ross or T.I. and I wouldn't mind seeing T.I. and 50 Cent. That'd be interesting.
I got you. Well, I don't know. I just feel like we shall see, but I don't think Gucci gonna have a shot at all.
Well, one thing about it,
We shall
we
see.
shall see.
We shall see, brother. We shall see. What we got up for tonight in that gumbo, AT?
Man, you know, we want to jump into it. I always like to start with the NFL, man. NFL is a hot topic here in the fall, man. We got you know, right at the halfway point of the season for most teams, man. Playoff spots starting to take shape. One thing I didn't know that they just voted in the possibility of adding an 8th team to the playoff races. I think there's already a 7th team due to the COVID season, but they're thinking about adding an 8th team, which means my boys still got a shot. So you saying we have a chance? That's it. That's all we need is a chance to get in the playoffs, man. But what do you think about who's your pick right now as a Super Bowl contenders?
Hey, like I said, man, before, well, let me first just make this public announcement for your own benefit. At one point earlier in these I did go out and I said that I felt that Cam Newton was a top 12 quarterback in the NFL. And I do have to now acknowledge the fact that I do not think that Cam Newton right now is the top 12.
Wait, hold on, PB. Are you saying you wrong?
I was wrong.
Okay. Go ahead. Continue.
I still support my man. I think that I hope he finds a way to get back on track. But I can't put him in the top 12 quarterbacks in the league right now. Definitely not, top 5 or 6 for sure. But I hope he comes back, man. I really do. What was interesting statistic, though, AT, that I saw that really made me scratch my head. Do you know that Dak Prescott, who's been out since week 5, I think it was, has more passing yards than 5 starting quarterbacks in the NFL right now?
Oh, I completely believe that.
Through week 8.
I completely believe that.
That cat had more passing yards than 5 starting quarterbacks now who've played several more games, including none other than the former NFL MVP, Lamar Jackson.
I completely believe that.
What's the quarterback for the Broncos?
Drew Lock.
Our boy Cam. And then there were 2 more, and I'm forgetting who they are right now, but it was
Let me just say this about Cam, man. Like, I rock with Cam. I do.
You don't really rock with him too hard, though. Let's just acknowledge that.
I definitely rock with Cam. Your assertion that he was one of the top 12 quarterbacks in the league was outrageous.
First of all, it wasn't outrageous.
You just apologized and said that.
I was wrong, but it wasn't outrageous.
Okay, well, it was wrong. Can we agree to that?
I've already said that.
Okay. Listen, I rock with Cam. If Cam is on TV, I'm watching Cam, right? And in his defense, he don't have much help on that Patriot squad. Like,
at all.
The weapons aren't there. I like their running game. I like their running game, and I like the fact that the Patriots know what they have, and they're just going to run with that, literally and figuratively, run with that. But he doesn't have the weapons to really show his talents. And if you got people loading the box to protect the run, naturally, when he starts running, they're going to be able to stop him as well. So
it's true, but I will say, again, in that vein, you got to rock with what team you own and who you got around you.
True.
I mean, they're going to dictate how high you ranked, and how well you do.
True. So I'm not saying I'm giving up on him. I think Man, bring them to Atlanta. You know, something happen next couple of years. You know, we'll take them for 2 years
We'll
until we
take
get
it right now. I'll take him right now.
until we get to the next quarterback. But
Get you fired up. You take him over Matt Ryan right now?
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I knew that'd be the answer.
Good try though. But I do like. I still like. You know, Russ West, y'all.
Oh yeah, back to your question. Right now, man, I think the Steelers are gonna be a hard out. And I mean, right now, bro, they the front runner to me.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh look good, man.
In terms of consistency, man, the balance that they have up there offensively, solid defense. I think the Seahawks are strong. They're going to be in the hunt. But, when they lost to the Bills the other week, I think that shows some vulnerabilities. And their defense just isn't really that good. Like, Russ going to have to put up, tons and tons of points week in and week out, man.
Russ going to make it do what it do.
Okay, well, the defense need to figure out how to do what it do too, or they're gonna get dude on. It's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a problem for them boys, man. At the end of the day, you gotta have a defense, man, and I think they're struggling there. So yeah, I mean, I think right now I got Pittsburgh leading the pack, man. Who you got?
Did you forget who resides in Kansas City?
No, I ain't forgot.
Oh, okay. Going Patrick Mahomes until somebody beat him.
Man, it's not a bad pick. Not a bad
But
pick.
I would love to see Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers go at it, man, in the Super Bowl. If the Falcons aren't there, obviously. But
I put money that the Falcons ain't gonna make it to the Super Bowl.
What now?
I put money on the Falcons ain't gonna make it to the Super Bowl.
You just gonna do a sucker bet like that, huh?
Hey, you don't want to talk about some if the Falcons though.
If we get to the playoffs, I'll take that bet.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see Aaron Rodgers.
So who you got coming out of the NFC? Green Bay.
I like Green Bay right now.
Who in the NFC Championship?
In a what?
In the NFC Championship.
Oh, in the NFC Championship. Ooh, man. I'm gonna say Green Bay and probably Green Bay and Seattle in the NFC Championship game, and then the AFC,
the Chiefs,
Steelers. I really like the Bills, man. Like the Bills, just punch you in the mouth and see how you react, and then they just keep punching you. But you're right, man. The Steelers good. Man. AFC, I'm gonna go Chiefs, Steelers. NFC, I'm gonna go Packers and the Seahawks with the asterisk if the Falcons make the playoffs. Go.
Look, man, I think in AFC you probably got it right. I think it's probably Steelers, Chiefs. In the NFC, I mean, I don't think Buffalo gonna be able to get it done. Yeah, I mean, I think you got that right. NFC, I mean, you got so many bad teams, bro. I don't even know who the second team is. I think you're right. I think Green Bay will be there. A lot of it would depend on the injury to Drew Brees. If Drew not hurt, he can play. It might be Saints, Packers. Although, I'm a huge TB12 fan, I just don't think they got enough to get it done down the stretch. And Seattle.
Yeah, I actually think with Breeze being out, clearly that helps Brady. Gives them the easier road through the NFC South.
But they still got Arizona, the Rams, and Seattle. I mean, even though only
none of them, I feel, except for Seattle. I don't think Arizona or the Rams are good enough to beat Bucks, the Seahawks, or the Packers.
I think they can beat the Bucks. So it depends on how the brackets come out. But right now, I'll probably give the Packers as the front runner coming out of the NFC. Could be Packers, Steelers, Packers, Chiefs. Right now, I take Steelers over Chiefs though. I would.
Steelers over Chiefs in the AFC. Who's your Super Bowl winner?
Steelers. Right now, I got to rock with them.
Rock with them Steelers.
Yeah.
So you don't want to put Cam in there?
So moving on to the next topic. What you got on? What you got on tap, man?
You want to talk about that?
I already talked about it. I addressed it. Thought that'd be enough for you, but you know how you do.
All right. Well, shoot, we'll move on. NBA's new season is quickly approaching. It seems like we just had the NBA Finals with the new season set to begin Christmas, the week of Christmas. The NBA draft is going on today as we speak. And it will be, I think there's 2 weeks until training camp opens for the rookies. Your thoughts on the new NBA season and how you think it will rock with the delayed start?
Well, a couple things. One, I'm surprised that they're going to start as quickly as they did, or they are planning to. I think he's got to give you boys a little bit more rest, man. Don't be surprised if some of these cats get hurt or something like that. But it looks like it's going to happen. Secondly, bro, and this will be one of our topics, but this COVID thing real, man. I don't know how they're going to pull it off. The bubble was one thing with playoff teams, but, now already arenas talking about how many people they're going to accept in terms of fans. And, man, pause for the cause. I saw the number today, over 250,000 lives have been lost to COVID. 250,000, bro.
Yep.
And with that number continue to go up, I know that there have been positive reports regarding the vaccine and that coming, but I just don't see it happening as quickly as everyone is anticipating. I've been disappointed to see the numerous reports of people who still are, not wearing masks, not social distancing, and just, I think being, in my opinion, reckless in all this. And, it seems like right now it's about to get worse before it gets better, in my opinion. And I hope I'm wrong, but I think that's the next 4 weeks, bro, is going to be, significant to those decisions to push it forward. My gut tells me there's going to be a delay. And, sadly, if there isn't one, then they open it up, they start playing. And the same thing that's happening in college football today is what's going to happen in the NBA to maybe a certain degree. They got way more money. They do way more testing and all that stuff. But you see how college football is played out, man. So many games were canceled last week. I don't know if this is even going to finish. You got teams falling left and right. Like, it's just a problem, man. So I don't know, bro. My thoughts are that the NBA season probably is not going to happen as quickly as everybody think it is. But if it does, hope those dudes stay as safe as possible. And, it'd be good to see it on TV again, but at what cost?
No, I understand that. I think that, first of all, I do not even want to hear the idea that somebody will get hurt because the NBA season is starting sooner than it normally does. First of all, a majority of the season stopped playing back in March, so they hadn't played in March. The playoff teams started the bubble, which means they played a little bit later in the summer. Basketball players play all year. I mean, if they weren't playing, they leave the season and they immediately start playing in summer leagues. So do I think that, it's a concern? It may be a question, but at the end of the day, man, they're pros. Like, even if they are, you may see some players take a game or two off just because, but I don't foresee there being any added injuries because they're starting up so quick. I just think I don't entertain that.
And so you think that's different though than football because of them playing more around in the off season and versus football still having preseason and all that, and then there being as many injuries as there have been this year in football. You view those as different?
I do view those as different.
Good.
I think football players don't play they don't play football year round. So I think there's more that's put into preseason and getting acclimated to hitting and to tackling and to, avoid being tackled. But NBA guys come out in those adult leagues and those not adult leagues, but in those summer leagues, and they're going. I mean, they're running up and down, running, jumping like they would do any other place. Whether it be because
a certain level of fatigue that can happen, though, bro. Like
I think there's definitely overall fatigue that occurs. However, you're getting the best treatment money can buy. Like I don't play into that. I think that medically, they get any and everything that they need in order to prepare their bodies night in and night out. I think that there was a conversation between the Players Association and the league about what they felt was safe. I mean, the season usually will have started already, and so they pushed it back almost 2 months.
Yeah, but it also just ended last month.
Yeah, for a couple of teams. I mean, like I said, the vast majority of the league finished in March. So it's like, all right, well, if you didn't want to play so soon, then you should have won the championship. I mean, come on. But as far as COVID is concerned, I think that COVID's real, man. I don't foresee there being a delay. I think that similar to college football, I think that the plans that are in place for sports in general come with this caveat that, there will be some stoppages. I think the expectation is that there will be some stoppages. Is how they deal and how they react with that stoppage in order to keep moving. And I think that as the methods of testing begin to increase and as the talk about a vaccine begins to increase, I think we're less likely to see leagues completely shut down due to Corona. Now, there are opinions as to whether or not that's right or wrong, but I mean, let's face it, like the vast majority of that demographic, for whatever reason, the numbers say, they're less likely to have, devastating illnesses and effects, and they just test positive and keep it moving. And so I just don't think the league is going to shut down or delay because they've shown an ability to sustain it.
Well, I guess we shall see.
Yeah, we definitely shall see. But I'm looking forward to the season. Looking forward to seeing the newly draftees to the league get in and see if they can blossom in their new programs. It'd just be good to see sports back up and rolling again, at least in the NBA. We'll talk college football while we're here. You mentioned all the cancellations as far as many of the college football games over the past weekend. Many conferences, though, are still lined up to play their conference championships and all, and the national title game is still on schedule. Do you think that there should be an asterisk placed on the college football national championship this year?
Well, I'll say this. At some point, you made the comment or have made the comment, the team can only control what they can control. You can't control who on your schedule. You can only beat the people in front of you.
Facts.
So I don't think there should be an asterisk because everybody got the same opportunity. People showed up, played, did the best they could do, whatever. Do I think that – so I don't think there should be an asterisk. Do I think that in barbershops when people talk about the 2020 champion compared to others, do I think that they're going to be at the bottom of the list? Absolutely.
Why?
Because they just haven't – I don't think they were given the opportunity to prove themselves to play, in most cases, maybe a full season or a season where they had full strength or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, you got so many teams now. Look at Clemson, bro. Like, sorry, you're not going to tell me that Clemson was bound to lose that game if they had their starting quarterback, who's arguably best quarterback in college football right now. But what happened? He got COVID, had to go out, be out 2 weeks. They just squeaked by Boston College the week before. Then they came out and lost. And that the point of them losing. They had 50,000 people who looked like on the field who probably got COVID right now too. But, you know, again, you think about all teams are faced with that. And then you got how many games have they had to cancel or potentially move or whatever, man. It's just.
But do you feel the same way about the Dodgers and the Lakers?
No.
Why not?
Because, again, they had an opportunity to.
To do what?
To play at full strength.
Not necessarily. There are COVID issues in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, but Major League, if you look at the Dodgers and who they beat?
The Rays.
Yeah. And the Rays, they made their key players weren't out during the World Series.
No, but what I'm saying, COVID affected their season. I mean, you could argue that they didn't have to play, like, for a stretch. The Marlins and the Cardinals had COVID issues. They had to reschedule games and end up playing double headers and 8 games.
Yeah, they still played them games, bro. They still played them, bro.
Yeah, but they under
baseball already got 50 million games to play. When you got 182 regular season schedule anyway, I think that if anything, COVID helped baseball to say, look, man, we need to cut some of these games down.
Man, listen, don't mess with the sanctity of
too many games, bro. Too many games.
But I hear you.
In football, bro, you got 12 games, bro. That's it. One a week. You knock out 2 or 3 of them games, it's a totally different season, bro.
I guess I agree with you on that, man. I'm feeling nice today, so I agree with you, man. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm gonna wait for tomato to argue with you. But that's our run around athletics and sports during this COVID time.
One more on sports though. Given that we picked up them clubs, thoughts on my man Tiger's play at Masters?
Oh man, you mean when he had that 10? Was it a par 3?
Hey, not cloud 9.
Cloud 10. He had a 10. Was it a par 3?
Yes.
Man, listen. This just let it be known that you too can be Tiger. Like he looked like me on that hole. Shoot.
Hey, on number 12, dog. He went in the water 3 times.
3 times. I've been there. I know the feeling. Man got a 10.
Crazy.
And still finished, what, 38?
Yeah, finished 38. Still made 50 grand.
Shout out to Dustin Johnson, man. Dustin Johnson blew away the field. 20 under. Was he 20 under?
Yep. Time for the best round or 4 rounds in Masters history.
Wow. I still put an asterisk behind that because it's in November and not in its usual.
Oh man! Again, he
time
can play when they had it going, bro. He had no control over that.
You're right.
No asterisk for me. No asterisk for me.
Of course not.
He kicked everybody, but bro, he was minus 20.
You put an asterisk. You just put an asterisk.
You what?
You just put an asterisk on when I whooped you the other day.
You
put an asterisk on that. I was distracted.
I didn't even play.
I was distracted.
3 holes, bro.
I was distracted.
I didn't even play 3 holes.
You chose not to play 3 holes.
I didn't choose not to play 3 holes.
You chose to lose. That's what you did.
Hey, audience, y'all hear this? I want y'all to remember it.
Y'all remember this. That's fine. That's fine.
You got it. It's fine.
He chose to lose. And we choose to take a break. It's the outlet.
From sports to current events to the culture, we talk, agree, disagree, and agree again. Maybe. Confused? Find your outlet, the podcast.
Beat those drums.
Good people, we're back. Season 2, ATL Outlet, little ATL therapy for your soul. Your boy AT. It's Saints week, baby. Got my Falcon blanket here. Your boy PB. We'll go a little tomato here.
That boy AT Cut got him looking like a 5 heartbeats tonight. Everybody.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. Hey,
Tomato, man. What you got?
yeah. So, what is Mr. Lawyer Esquire Thomas himself? The voting rules around felonies if you are a convicted felon.
Well, in some states, you can have your voting rights restored.
But in some states, you can't.
I don't know specifically. I think there are different classes of felonies. I mean, you kind of put me on the spot. I ain't done no research, and I'm not a criminal attorney, but I'm saying in some states you can get your voting privileges restored.
And I assume in some states you cannot, correct?
I would assume so, yes.
So what are your thoughts on losing your, one, voting privileges, and then two, I guess I'll ask the other question, what are the gun laws, carrying or possession laws for those that are convicted felons? Do you know?
Well, as far as I know, you are not allowed to be a gun owner if you're a convicted felon.
Right.
Now, again, there are different classes of felonies.
Right.
So
but
that may
at some point that you're a felon, that you're not supposed to be in possession of a weapon.
Correct.
The reason I asked this question is because in the news today, it was made public that Lil Wayne was arrested on possession of a firearm and ammunition as a felon.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on losing the privilege of possessing a gun if you're a convicted felon? Yet you think about the concept of defending yourself. What are your thoughts on should you or should you not lose, or should you not lose the right to be able to possess a gun and ammunition if you're a felon and have committed a crime that would be a felony?
Are you taking a position on this, or am I just?
Well, I want to know what your thoughts are before I ask you which position.
No. That ain't how tomato work. You take an opinion.
You. All right. Now let's do it that way then. I need you to tell me why you should.
Man, what position are you taking? Are you?
I'm gonna take the position.
Are you for or against?
I'm gonna take the position of you should not lose the right to bear arms.
That's what you're gonna take.
Yes, you should lose the right to bear arms.
In situations where you created a violent felony, I don't feel as if you have the right to maintain your right to own a weapon. Period.
Well, why?
You shown a propensity to commit violent crimes. I don't know.
So that means you shouldn't be able to defend yourself anymore?
Yeah.
Somebody breaks into your home, somebody, violates your space where you had previously convicted maybe you did commit a crime. And one, if you say there's a
violent crime, you committed a violent crime.
So you only lose it if you commit a violent crime?
I mean, I don't think you should lose your right to gun ownership if you commit mortgage fraud and get charged with a felony.
But do you?
You may. I don't know. You should have done the research before you brought this up in tomato.
Again, I'm just looking at the situation with Lil Wayne. Point is, whatever Lil Wayne did,
which was probably drugs or guns. It could have been one or two.
Right, but I haven't heard of him, committing a violent crime. He hasn't been, as I'm aware, he hasn't been charged with assault in the 3rd degree or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And just for argument's sake, I'll throw in there a violent crime, gun charges, or. So
let's just get out of the hypotheticals. Based on what you know about Lil Wayne, do you think that he should not be able to have possession of a firearm because he's a convicted felon? Based on your knowledge,
I have no. In taking this opinion, in tomato, I have no problem with him not being able to own a gun. Well, first of all, First of all,
I stand a little more than 5 feet.
he has a huge team of security. So when it comes to self-defense, he's got plenty of people paid to protect him. So I mean,
So that's your only argument because he has security. He can pay for security.
No, my argument is he's committed a felony. He should not have
the right to defend himself.
Now, of course, he has the right to defend himself. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Not with a firearm.
He doesn't have to have a firearm to defend himself. You don't work with these hands.
Well, not if somebody else ain't working with their hands.
Listen, man. You got to think about that before you out here committing a felony, bro.
Okay, but people make
mistakes. What is your argument, PB?
My point is that people should always have the right to defend themselves in their own home.
Assuming that's the only way. Assuming that's the only reason he's going to use his firearm is to defend himself.
Hey,
you have somebody that is a known felon that has obviously had made a horrible choice.
Yeah, but felons that probably are, or people that have made bad choices. Why does your previous choices dictate your ability to defend yourself and your family moving forward?
Because that is not the only. That's not the only thing you are using. Chances are that's not the only thing you're using that firearm for.
I'm not going by chances. What I do
that's
exactly
what it is.
I've got a family. I've got a wife and kids in this house, and you're gonna tell me that I can't have a weapon ready to use in the event that somebody breaks into my home?
No, not if
but I can't simply because
have you committed in my argument a violent felony. Like it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, but you just said it under the assumption that Lil Wayne hasn't committed a violent felony, that you're okay with him not being able to have a gun.
I said if it is a violent felony.
That's not what you said.
I said guns and or drugs. Like clearly there aren't the best decisions being made here. And what you're saying is we should allow this person to have access to a firearm so that they can protect, quote unquote, protect their family. Now, if they have been involved in violent crimes, gun charges, or large drug operations, then those decisions may or may not be made in the best interest of their family. So I'm not really rolling with the idea of I'm all about protecting my family now. I'm just not rolling with that.
All right. Let's skip to voting in.
Okay.
Should violent crime felons who've made all these bad decisions that you're not going to rock with them being able to defend their families, should they be able to vote?
I think they should absolutely be able to vote. I think they should.
Oh, so I can vote, but I can't protect my family?
Yes. You should be able to vote. You should be able to serve on jury.
Well, if I can, I'm going to vote to put somebody in an elected seat that's going to give me my right to carry a gun again.
You can, but you're going to have enough people that's going to vote the same way as you. I don't believe that your right to vote should ever be taken, or your right to be in the case of somebody who's facing a jury, like you should be able to face a jury of your peers. Like if you've been arrested before or you have a felony, I don't think it's fair that other felons shouldn't be on the jury. And I don't even know that's true, but things of that nature, I think you should have freedoms to do without any kind of infringement. Period.
So you think that if you're a convicted felon and you get arrested again, that the jury should have felons in the jury box?
I'm not saying that the jury should have, but they shouldn't be restricted from serving on the jury. It's a jury of your peers, man.
Interesting. I'm gonna let that.
Because what you don't want to face is a jury of everybody who's holier than thou. Oh, you ain't got no chance, brother. It's over with.
Yeah, but you probably got every chance if you on there with dudes like, man, I got one, bro. I understand. Like, shoot, it's all good. You just made a mistake. We're gonna let this one slide.
You got people on there like that anyway, and they don't even have a felony.
Okay, but the chances of them being that way,
You
if they
said you can't
do.
talk about chances. What you said? With the chances, you can't talk about the chances. That's what you said.
Hey man,
That's
I'm
what
gonna,
you said. That's what you said.
I'm gonna let this simmer. We'll come back to that. Chew on it some more. That's tomato for this week, bro.
Your boy don't want to talk, boy. You got that
Hey,
feet to the fire. You don't want to talk.
just trying to think through it, brother. That's all. I mean, it's interesting questions. You know what I'm saying? Let's ask the audience. Audience, we're gonna poll out there. Should convicted felons be able to have access to a firearm? Should convicted felons be able to vote in the election process? Let us know your thoughts.
I still say violent fellas. It's a difference.
But you just said
But
Lil Wayne wasn't a violent felon, and you didn't want him having his gun.
Allegedly.
So if he comes out that he wasn't convicted of a violent crime,
Violent meaning guns. Like, what about gun charges? Like you have an assault rifle, and I guess
yeah, go and think through that, AT.
might not necessarily be charged with a felon. I don't need to see what the felony is. But if you have a violent felony, I can't support that.
So what if Lil Wayne doesn't have a violent felony?
Then I will reassess. It's new information. I'm allowed to change my mind if I get new information.
All right, bro. There it is. Shout out right now as we thinking about saluting folks. Shout out to all the Jeopardy fans out there. We lost.
How do we go from felons to Jeopardy?
Hey, man. What is Alex Trebek? Shout out to Alex Trebek, man. Rest in peace.
For real.
You know, we grew up on it, man, which makes me wonder, you know, we get into that age, bro, where like now all of the shows that we watched growing up, we're going to start losing a lot of them folks, bro.
Yeah. Yep. You were right when you said what you said.
Part of me, like, man, Jeopardy just ain't never going to be the same, man. Like, we don't know Jeopardy without old boy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, you're right
like,
about
all
that.
shows about to start, like, just falling off, man.
Yeah, you're right. That's another, you know what another word for that is? Old. Pretty much.
Is that what that is?
Pretty much.
So is there any show that you watch now that you watched as a kid that if that show lost its, you know, let's call most popular actor or actress, that it would kind of hit home for you?
Martin
not still on though, bro.
Oh, is it? It's still on BT late
New
night.
episode, bro.
It's still on BT late night about 1 o'clock. About 4 episodes in a row.
Ain't no new episode. You know, I know folks, man, that still somehow be watching stories. Younger than wrestlers, they still got folks on, bro.
They still come on.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to think. A show that I don't even watch TV now. Let's see. I don't even. It'll have to be like sports.
Yeah,
There's nothing I watch regularly now.
all right, maybe I got one. If there were a sports analyst, a commentator, an older one that might pass away, which one would probably hit you the most?
Baseball would be Chris Berman. Football, it would be oh, that's a good one, bro.
I try, bro.
Football, it would be basketball would be Marv Albert. Football, it would be dog. It could be Terry Bradshaw. It could be it'd probably be Terry Bradshaw or what's the dude? Is his name Jim Brown? Not Jim Brown, but yeah, the dude who on CBS.
Yeah.
It'd be him.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. Not that, I mean, I hope I ain't knock on wood on all them folk, man. I hope they don't. Nothing don't happen
we
to
ain't
them.
saying that.
But to me, they are like they're synonymous with that sport. Like when I hear
Right.
that Chris Berman, that back, I think about baseball.
That what?
Back. Listen, man, don't hate, man.
Hey, well, there it is, man.
All right, man. But as we end, man, I'm gonna give a shout out, man, to a couple of these Black-owned businesses on IG. Smooches Sweets for all your Thanksgiving goodies, man. Go to Smooches Sweets on IG. Also, my homegirl KS_cuisine. K's, all spelled in all K's. IG, great cook. Get some good food there. Again, man, it's been season 2. We are enjoying it. Glad to be back on the air. And look forward to seeing you next time for AT and PB. It's Outlet. Holla.
Holla.
From sports to current events to the culture, we talk, agree, disagree, and agree again. Maybe. Confused? Find your outlet, the podcast.